source that does not have tileable textures. Texture. Okay. I'm not doing wood. Let's do. Master. We need to rust. Fairly easy. This one? This one? Yeah. I don't know if I don't know if I want to do rust out. Concrete. Part of me wants to do a ground. Stone and rock. I've already done that. I don't want to do brick. I want to keep it simple for you guys. We'll do rust. And this is a close-up picture of rust, so I can't use it as its full size because then the scale isn't right. Well, we can. We just have to tile it so that it looks okay. So I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to open up Photoshop. And we're going to make this a 1024 by 1024 pixels. And I'm going to crop this because I need it to be square. I'm going to duplicate this. Hide my duplicate. Get rid of this, whatever background this is. And the first thing I'm going to do, go to Other, Offset, and I'm going to take the size of the image and cut it in half. So I'm going to make it 512 by 512. So it creates a cross right down the middle. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my clone stamp and paint away the areas where we can see the intersection. Now, this layer here, we're going to turn that on. I'm going to mask this out. And the first thing I'm going to do, and let's paint black. Make sure we have the mask selected. Black. Get rid of my edges. Now, then from there, I'm going to pick an appropriate brush, either one that I've downloaded or one that's provided to me. And I'm going to use that to paint some more of it out, but to vary up the pattern a little bit. There. Once I'm happy with that, I am going to, and we're going to get a noticeable pattern with some of this. And I can add some more rust or some different things up here to make it look a little bit less. But once I have this, just make sure this edge is clean. There we go. I'm going to hit Control E, merge down, filter, sharpen, smart sharpen. Now, file. I'm going to say this as a TIFF. So here, source images, TIFF, no layers. I don't have a associated alpha channel with this. Image compression, none. Hit OK. Ooh, that can't go up. Now, click on my object, Control A is attributes. Click on my shader, in this case Lambert 2. I'm going to right click where it says color, break connection. Click on this checkerboard here associated with this. Go to File and load in our rusted texture here. Now, this one, obviously if this was this small, the scale will be correct, but it's not. So if I click on here and I'm back at Lambert 2, I click here where it was a checker. It's now this button here. I click on it. We have our file and then our interactive placement, our placement texture. This is how this is being placed on here. Here I have my repeat UV. And I can repeat it how many times along U and V that I want. Obviously, that's too much unless I'm this close to it. So let's say 5 and 5. Alright, now let's do this again. I'm going to pick another texture. And I'm going to go to a completely different source. Textures. And let's let's say we do, want to do something that's applicable. Okay, we'll do flat textures. I guess we'll do some more rust. And let's look for, I want some of these blue ones. Yeah, let's combine some. Alright. So I'm gonna grab this one. And I'm gonna say this to go back. We might be able to do something with this one. Well, let's see. Save this image. There we go. Open it in Photoshop. Start with this one. I need to crop it. Ooh, looks like there is a little bit of crop right there. So it's right there. And it's a square image. I now have to go to my image size, and I need to make this a size that we use in CG. 1839 is the size that we use. It's always numbers that are divisible by 8. So you start off with, well, actually start before that, but 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 49 49, 90, 62. Somewhere. Nah, probably last one, a little bit off. I'm going to go with this nearest. If I can go down, and since we're doing 1024 by 1024, I'm just going to do another 1024 by 1024. Resolution 72. And I'm going to take this, same thing. We're going to put filter, other, offset. Clone tool. There we go. We go back here. Mask.
So why is it necessary to do the masking of the edges instead of just like once you do the offset and then fix the center, will it already be tileable?
It will be tolerable, but the reason why I'm doing this is not because of the tile. I do have to kill the edges so that it will tile, but I'm doing this so there's more variation in my texture. That's a little bit too big. That sounds always does that. So we do it. That's the only reason why. Okay, now that we have that, now I'm going to grab this one. Before we do that, unfortunate. And now what I'm going to do is this. This one, well, we're going to use them in conjunction with one another. Let's break this into a layer, and we want to select color range. I'm going to select this, and that. And I'm going to have to go higher with my color range. So, color range, more of the fuzziness. Maybe I picked the wrong one to do this, but we'll see. I want to inverse my selection, so I'm pressing Control Shift I, so that I get this. And let's go ahead and make this tolerable. So I'm going to merge my mask, apply layer mask, filter, other, offset, same thing. This one becomes a little bit more interesting. That's okay. And actually, I can do a little bit of the opposite, and that is erase. Maybe clone just a little bit. Take that, we'll go here, we're going to paste in place. And we could, well, some of the brown is a little bit like iffy. I could bring this in, just use it as this, and we still get a little bit of it, and I can paint it away. I was trying to get a little bit more of the rust in here, and I could just by manipulating these, the lighter kind of browns just a little bit. Let's see what happens when we do that. So let's color range it again, have that, bring that up, inverse it, okay. And then I can take my mask, layer, adjustment, levels, start crunching them again a little bit higher, clean that up some, okay. I can live with that. And then we have this. Now, when I have something like this, I'm generally going to save my PSD. So I'll go to File, Save As. I'll save it as a PSD with all my layers and all that good stuff. That's not when I'm using Maya. And then I might bring that down, filter, sharpen, smart sharpen. Still a little bit of the edge there. File, save as, and I'll save this as my TIFF with no layers. And I'll save this as no. I don't know if this is metal or concrete. Metal, wall, diffuse, 2. No image compression. And we go here, and I'm just going to replace this. So I'm going to select this, click on this button here, click on the File tab, diffuse, click on the little folder, and then replace it with that, and then see what we got. And I can go from there. So there's lots of other things I can do as well too, but right now I want you to focus on just creating a very simple, tileable texture. What questions do you guys have?